And my man Jaren Jackson Jr. made the NBA All Second Team, All Defense. I think that itself should reflect to what we're probably going to see tonight. That Jaren Jackson will not be on one of the All NBA teams. I think that the way that you saw his viewpoint, a guy who was a former All Defensive Player of the Year, for a guy like that to slip and to fall into the second team, I think that the All NBA voting will reflect that as well. I think that's what we'll see tonight. I do think it is commendable that Jaren is even considered a top 10 defender in the league with a team that struggles defensively in so many areas. I think Grizzly players have to keep in mind that do you have the All NBA teams, Buddha?
I can get it right now. The All NBA defensive teams?
Yeah. All NBA defense, yeah.
All NBA defense. Yeah, give me 1 second.
Call them out real fast if you don't mind, bro.
Here we go.
And Edward, you good, man. Like I said, this show does not say the Anthony Sain sports show. It's mostly sports, but we'll go everywhere, bro. You good. No need to apologize, my brother.
So first team all defense was Dyson Daniels, Lou Dort, Draymond Green, Evan Mobley, Amen Thompson.
Okay.
Let me see the second team. Man, I got on Reddit. How did I get on Reddit? I should have had this up. My bad.
Good. Jaren's team was the Camaro dude, Jaren.
Yeah, it was Rudy Gobert, Ivica Zubac, Jaren Jackson, Tumani Kamara, and Jalen Williams from the Thunder.
All right, cool. Are those dudes? You're talking Mobley?
Yeah.
You're talking Jalen Williams. I guess as dudes who are scoring 20 points a game on the offensive end as well. I'm assuming both of those guys are giving you that. And only one of those guys is the leading scorer on their team. That's Jaren. And he's an all defensive player. You know what I mean? Like because we see everything Jaren does, good and bad, we downplay him because of the bad that we see.
Right.
But how many dudes in the league are scoring 20 points a game, or even the best player on their team? The leading scoring on their team like Jaren was, and you're still, all defensive player too. The all defensive team player as well. Edward has a question. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead. What you were saying?
No chance. What? No chance he resigns this or resigns this year. It wouldn't make sense for him financially.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to retire. I don't think he's done.
Yeah, we could offer 90% of the max to save money. What do you think? Do you think he resigns this year, or does he wait till next year?
No, I think he'll wait till next year. I think we worry about this way more than what we need to, bro. Like nothing makes me think Jaren doesn't want to be here. And in a couple of years, when he's a free agent, there's no massive TV deal that's going to spike free agency where everybody's got the max to sign, right?
Yeah,
it's going to be the same thing every year. The teams with bad teams will have cap space and the good teams won't. And I don't think Jaren's going to leave Memphis to go to play for Washington. Like I don't think that's happening. You know what I mean? So I think if he wants to be here, which he will, the Grizzlies can pay him more than anybody else will next year in free agency. This is the first time in a long time that we've actually had some free agent questions about a dude, though, right? Because we've typically signed dudes early, or they've been up for a max and they've been on a rookie deal. We haven't been here, man, since like maybe Zebo or somebody, right? Like Mark or somebody. Like we were kind of wondering what's gonna happen with a guy in free agency. But I'm not concerned with Jaren when it comes down to that at all. And I will say this.
You brought up a really interesting point. How crazy is it that out of the 10 guys that made the all defensive teams in the NBA this year, that Jaren averaged the most points out of all 10 of those guys?
Yeah, facts. Like for sure. Like, but we constantly downplay Jaren, his weaknesses. Like, how many dudes do you know? And even if you say, okay, Jaren was the leading scorer just because Ja's season was so crazy, right? Even if you make him the number 2 guy on this team, you're talking Jalen Williams, you're talking
Evan
Jaren,
Mobley.
you're talking Evan Mobley. It's 3 dudes that you're talking about there on his level on both sides of the ball. You know what I mean? And that's really good company for sure.
That's crazy.
But I think 2 of those 3 will be all NBA, but I don't think Jaren's going to make all NBA. And I hope that he doesn't, man. And it's not about the Grizzlies saving money or Grizzlies flexibility. That's something they got to figure out if Jaren gets selected to this. But for Jaren's sake, I don't think he wants that type of pressure. I don't think because Rudy Gobert got it. I don't think Jaren's going to want the level of criticism that's going to come his way, locally or nationally, if he gets that Supermax deal. So I'm not going to say
we can always offer him more money than anyone else. Is that true?
Yeah, it is true. Yeah, that you can't. This year you can't, as far as trying to extend him, because if a team could offer him more now, like if he wasn't a free agent, if he was a free agent now, a team could offer him more.
Right, but
because we don't have. But next year, when he's a free agent, actual free agent, no, that's not true. I mean, that is true. We can offer him more than anybody. I don't understand why that's getting so twisted up. It's something about.
What does a team-friendly deal look like? Because I know the guys on the Daily Grind were talking about it yesterday morning. They were talking about they think that Jaren could potentially sign another team-friendly deal.
He ain't doing it. Jaren about to get paid, bro. And I think a lot of Jaren's bad play this year is because he was stressing so much about not making an NBA All-NBA team, and it just kind of went to his head. He's going to get paid. He's going to sign a max deal with the Grizzlies next season, in my opinion. I don't think there's any way around it. Or we should be looking for there to be any way around it.
We should pay him.
Yeah, just pay him. He's one of the better players in the NBA. Pay him. What I was about to say, but like I said, for his own sake, man, I don't want Jaren to get the Supermax. I'm not saying I don't want him to get paid. Get your money, but that's a whole nother level of pressure, man. And I think that whole thing, when they go back to the drawing board and it comes down to that, I think that I know defense wins championships and all those type of things. But he still would have made it on just off All NBA. I don't know, man. I don't think the Supermax is made for a guy like Jaren. And it's not because I don't think he's a good player. I just don't think I think there's certain tiers. Now, what should determine those tiers? I don't know. Maybe All NBA first team only, maybe. But I don't know. And I don't think it's made for a guy like Jaylen Brown, even though he's league MVP. You know what I mean? Finals MVP. I don't think it's made for guys of that tier. I think they need to change that, because it's kind of crippling the league when these teams have to do those type of things with their contracts.